What happens when two best friends get bored and just want to hang out online talking about nothing? You get the All Meat, Hold the Anchovies podcast.
David, do some testing.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said don't talk. Don't do anything. Check in 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. We're go for lunch. So you're.
Should I get closer? Should I get closer? Or does that sound all right?
Oh, you sound good to me.
Well, you need to hear me. It's time.
It's time
for a little beard grooming.
You think?
Oh my goodness. I have some friends with beards, and I love these guys. But when you start getting those straggly grays that jump off the face, you either need to trim them or color them or do something. And I know you're not going to color.
Because I think it looks distinguished.
Then at least comb it for me. You know, you could at least, I know people aren't watching us, but at least comb those straggly gray things that are sticking out of your face.
Okay. Hey, Connie, would you please bring me my beard brush? It's for David. All right, we'll see if she does or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So,
Merry Christmas.
Did I have a good Christmas?
No, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you.
I did have a good Christmas. I mean, I got to see all my kids, and I gave Connie some good gifts, and I'm using one of the gifts I got. It's a lap desk.
Nice.
So you're like, the computer it's really nice. I got lots of room on it. It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so big, but it's huge. I can cross my legs underneath it, which is perfect. Because I like, my couch is really deep.
Yeah.
And so I like to sit all the way back and cross my legs in my game room, the one in my game room.
Oh, I know. I know where I know what couch you're sitting on. I've been there.
So anyway, yeah, had a fun Christmas.
Ours is not quite finished.
What?
Remember that? Do you remember the gift I got Terry that I wanted to get her that she's talked about for the past 18 years?
It's January 3rd, David.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's up to Walmart. And since they're not sponsoring this podcast, I'll say that Walmart still has my item for Terry in Pennsylvania, waiting for some blizzard to clear, which I think it's cleared by now.
But, so really, you should blame the weather system, not Walmart. I don't think Connie's getting the beard brush. Sorry. She apparently has other more pressing things to do.
So the only thing about the lap thing that you have is every time you move, you're having a slight earthquake over there. Yeah. Or put your hands on it like you're laying on the table. Yeah. And if we're watching a show and the TV camera does this, Terry's about done with it. She cannot watch.
Really? She doesn't like that camera?
No. My goodness. Well, yeah. So anyway, we're still waiting for her last gift to arrive, and I don't show where it's left Pennsylvania yet. Oh. So, and it's not like I can go pick up another one because they probably won't give me the price, and they'll probably have to say, "Well, you got to wait for the order." Or I'm just frustrated.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate.
But it was a good Christmas, though. It was fun.
If I do that, does it make the beard better?
It's like you're a walrus.
Honey. He says I look like a walrus.
With your whiskers. They like your whiskers hanging out.
Well, crud, man. Now I need to go buy. I don't have a trimmer with like guards on them.
You could just take scissors and cut those little white hairs.
No.
Or pull them out. Get you some pliers.
You want me to pull out beard hair?
I did when I first started getting gray hairs. Just one at a time. It's not bad.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
It's almost like you
because the way they are in the beard, they look distinguished.
No, you see mine? Mine look distinguished because they're more full. Yours looks like you had potato soup and it drained out the sides of your mouth, and you cleaned up some of it, but some of it's dry, just a little.
It's
still there.
You're not very nice.
I'm honest.
I can't get my picture to look big so that I could see what I look like.
Trust me, you're fine right where you are. You don't want to get any closer. Let me tell you something else. while you're still waiting for this brush, it's not going to show up. I'm going to tell you something else that I'm going to say that's not nice.
Why?
Because people are overdoing this thing for Christmas, and they need to stop.
Overdoing what thing?
Christmas cookies.
What? How do you overdo Christmas cookies?
Well, I guess people don't just bake 1 or 2 types of Christmas cookies. They bake 8, and they bake a lot, and then they want you to try all of them. And I can't eat 8 cookies. I've come to that decision. It's a party. It's folks at our church that say, "Hey, I got some cookies for you guys," and I say thank you. And
people are giving you gifts of cookies.
Yes, but it's not just like one really good type of cookie. It's like 7 or 8, and bless their heart. That's so sweet of them. It's very kind of them, and I would never turn down a gift like that. Right. But I can't eat all those cookies. I gotta have gatherings just to invite people over to get rid of these cookies.
Well, that's like the judges on the Great British Bake Off. There's 12 contestants, and they're having to eat a bite of each one of their desserts. That's like eating 12 cookies.
True, but would you ever eat a bite of something and then throw it away?
No.
I do. If I don't like the cookie, I'm not going to eat the rest. And I'll tell you this too, if the cookie's going to break my teeth, I'm definitely not going to eat any more of the cookie.
I do not like really crackly cookies. Crunchy.
I don't either at all.
Except for gingerbread cookies.
Not a big gingerbread cookie fan, but I understand that because they are more crispy.
Okay, does the beard look better now?
It's fine. You're just going to distract me if you keep doing that. It does look groomed. It does look brushed. That looks nice.
Thank you. One of the best things about having a beard is a beard brush.
Oh, I know.
Put it on your face.
Little face massager.
Yeah. So anyway. Okay. Yeah, cookies. I didn't eat a whole lot of Christmas cookies. I didn't get a whole lot.
You should come over. I have a lot still here.
As far as people like from the church giving me like Christmas cookies and stuff. The worship minister gave me a nice gift, but I didn't get a lot of cookies.
What did they give you? What can you say?
Cold hard cash.
Me too.
It was really nice of them.
Well, ours, instead of usually they collect. I mean, you've been here before. Usually they collect and give one big gift, but I think they were encouraged to do it separately. And these people are way too nice, way too overly gracious. Yes.
I guess they just put out a call to everybody in the worship ministry and just say, "Hey, we're going to give Dwaine a monetary gift for Christmas. Donate whatever you want to donate." And I'll donate $100. So I end up with, $40,000.
You would have a beard brush in every room if you had that much of it.
Yeah, really. Really.
Now, I was very blessed at our church too. They were very, very kind.
It was very kind of them. I was able to get a couple of things that I wanted because of it. So.
Ditto.
Anyway, what else did you do for Christmas? The Christmas podcast. Oh, by the way, everybody, welcome to season 2. Go ahead.
Also, what was the last one? The last one was the last of season 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Christmas was fun. It was. I want to say it was weird being on a Sunday, but it wasn't. I actually enjoyed it, but because we have older kids, we didn't have the little kid thing.
Yeah.
So it was kind of. I really enjoyed having Christmas on Sunday. People were just awesome to get to see so many people for Christmas morning.
Oh, we had a great crowd. We had a Christmas Eve, but we had a good crowd on Christmas Day.
Yeah. But it was fun, and we came home. Me and Gracie cooked. We had some great food. Mm-hmm. And Gracie made these humongous cinnamon roll buns with the white icing on top from scratch.
David, I've gained so much of my weight back from eating stuff like that.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where you taste it and it's like, is it worth eating the rest of it? Absolutely. You could tell it was homemade. Oh, it was. And it's so funny because they started out this big, and once you cooked them, they were this big.
Oh, well, yeah.
And you really shouldn't eat a whole one by yourself anyway. But I mean, this year just reminded me, which it always does, and which I know that my favorite part of Christmas is having all my kids here.
Oh yeah.
So That's just my favorite part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Bailey was in from Arizona with her dog. So that was fun. Really, really fun. Gracie was here.
Lauren brought their dog.
Bailey.
We found out about like the day before they came. Like, by the way, we're bringing our dog. I was like, who are you, David and Terry, who just show up with dogs out of the blue? So they so they show up, and their dog's name is Samson. Cute little dog. I think it's probably about 8 months old, maybe 6 months old. I don't know how old it is. But probably about 25-pound little dog. And Evelyn, my granddaughter, who's 3, and Valor, my grandson, who's 9 months, they come in the door, and Samson, who has been calm and kind the whole time, goes berserk, scares the living daylights out of those grandkids of mine. So, unfortunately, anytime the grandkids were up, Samson had to go to his crate in their bedroom. But which was, sad, because Samson really was a nice dog, and I think the kids just kind of scared him for some reason.
So whose dog is Samson's?
Timothy.
Oh, Timothy's. Okay.
Timothy's and Lauren's dog.
Okay.
And then Joshua has the 2 grandkids.
Right.
Grandkids.
I missed the Timothy part at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that dog was, man. That dog. He was a great dog. He was great whenever the kids weren't up.
Yeah.
Kids were up. Poor. I felt bad for Timothy and Lauren because, you know how it is. If your dog is the one scaring the kids, you feel terrible about it. And I was just, and Joshua was real good about messing with them and acting like their dog was terrible.
Yeah.
Joking around with them, But anyway.
It was fun because while Bailey's dog was here, Bailey's dog is full house trained and just goes everywhere it wants. Big dog. But our dogs weren't. And now we're down to one dog. And then, so we kind of had to carry him into the den to get him to come in there because he didn't want to walk through the kitchen. He's just.
Who? Your dog?
Jasper, my dog. He's a kitchen dog. Our whole kitchen and dining area, he has that whole space, which he's fine with. And he has the outside. But they've never been allowed to den. They stop at the doorway and lay right there.
Oh, right. I remember.
But now that it's just him and he doesn't like being by himself, we try to get him to come in the den. We can put a little pillow bed for him, but he won't walk through the kitchen. So we got to go. Davis will pick up his other bed and drag it, and he'll plop down on it like he's trying to hold it still.
Wait.
But he'll drag it.
He won't walk through the kitchen? You mean he won't walk through the door?
He won't walk through the kitchen anymore. He used to come in the kitchen all the time, especially when I was cooking, because he knows I would drop stuff. For some reason now, we don't know if he got scared or somebody fussed at him or he just got where he didn't think he was allowed through the kitchen. So, yeah, he won't walk through the kitchen.
Understand. So he stays in the dining room area.
Right, that little kitchen area.
Right, that little kitchen dining room area. But he won't walk through the kitchen, which is part of that big area. He stays over in like a corner.
He stays in that half where the table is.
Yeah.
If you leave that space, you got the dishwasher and the that's where he stops. He doesn't want to walk any further.
And this happened since your other dog passed away?
Yeah, pretty much.
Has to do with that then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe Jasper only went through the kitchen when your other dog did or something.
Yeah, because she would. Yeah. She's the one that would come to the door. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. We pick him up and carry him in the den. He's great in the den. He'll lay down. He'll come sit at your feet, which is the way I love to have a dog. I love sitting in the den with the dog. Yeah. I'll sit on the floor. He sit partially on my lap, fall asleep. That's what I love about it. That's what I missed about them staying in the kitchen area.
Yeah.
So, but we have to kind of force him into the den, like pick him up, like the floor is lava, I guess. So.
Yeah. Wow. The floor is lava. That's a game show on Netflix, I think.
So as good as Christmas was, and it always is because it's about family and it's about Jesus. That's Christmas. So that was great. Sunday was great. But the end of the week.
Did that. It's about family first and then Jesus.
You got to make that clear.
You're terrible.
I am. But that's because I'm thinking about the end of the week. Because for some crazy reason at the end of the week, I set up 2 tests for me to do. Because my internal medicine doctor wanted me to get these tests done. Because testing some stuff out. So on Friday, I had my first ever stress test.
How long did you last?
Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell your story. I'll stop it.
And on Saturday, I had an MRI of my head. I hate MRIs.
That took a long time. I'm sorry.
You have no idea.
Walked right into If you don't know, David's head is a little bigger than mine.
So. Oh, yes. The doctor said, Miss Jones, he's going to need a bigger door. He's not coming out where nature wanted him to come out. Yes.
If you're not sure, you can look at our logo or the artwork, and the D&D podcast is on the bottom right. You can see caricatures of us. So
is that even true to size? Was he generous?
Bigger than that, really, in relation.
So
anyway, go ahead.
Have you had a stress test?
That was so funny.
Yes. Have you had a stress test?
I've had several stress tests.
Oh, okay.
I know this was your first one.
This was my first one. And I got in there, and she said, have you had one before? I said, nope. She goes, all right, here's what you're going to do. We're going to lay you down, take 4 ultrasound pictures. We're going to put you up on the treadmill, get your heart rate up to 140. And as soon as you feel tired.
On you also, didn't they?
Huh?
They put EKG stuff on you?
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying that's all she's telling me is take some pictures, cover you in wires, put you up on the treadmill, get you up to 140. As soon as you hit 140, we'll throw you back on the bed thing, take some more ultrasounds, and be done. And that's all there is to it. I'm like, so how long am I on the treadmill? She goes, as long as you want. I said, well, I don't want to get on at all. So how long does that last?
So let's do both ultrasounds right now.
I'll take a couple quick breaths and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
She goes, no, doesn't work that way.
No, you have to get on there for a little bit. Yeah. Then they gradually make it big. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was taking the pictures. So she goes, I got to put these patches on you for the, like you said, the EKG stuff. And I took my shirt off and she just started laughing.
Oh, that's terrible.
She goes, I said, you're going to shave me, aren't you? She goes, yeah, I'm going to have fun. Because I have a very hairy chest.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'll show it to you later. So, we were making jokes. She had a great bedside manner, made me feel very comfortable. She's a very nice lady. We got talking about kids and this, that, and the other. Yeah. So we laughed. I said, I should have got my wife to shave my chest. She goes, sure. But she goes, I enjoy it too. It's fun making lines because I'm not shaving the whole thing. She goes, I'm only making lines where you need the patches. Make you a smiley face or something. So anyway, yes. So we did all that. And then came the treadmill time. And all of a sudden, 2 other people walk in. One of them's a big guy like me. He's like, he's going to stand behind me. And just in case I fall or pass out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then the other lady is to monitor the machine, the machine that the treadmill's talking to. And they're like, I said, okay. And they put all these straps on me. I said, where's my safety harness? He goes, oh, yeah, we got that. He straps it to the treadmill so I don't fall. And so we get going. And she's like, every 3 minutes, we're going to incline it, increase the speed. Let us know. Please let us know. Don't hesitate to let us know. If you need to stop at all, we'll stop. Do whatever you got to do. But when you get above 140, and you know this, when you stop, let us know because we're going to push you on that bed as fast as possible to get pictures as fast as possible.
Right.
And they also had to shoot a dye.
Yes.
To highlight my stuff, my insides. So I had the IV hanging out. Samson's behind me, standing there waiting to catch me. Got his little shot because he's going to put the dye back in again right before we go out. Because he said, you're going to give me a 5-second count. And in 2 seconds, I'm going to put the dye in. And on 1, we're going to shove you on that bed. I said, no problem.
All right.
So we get going. How you doing? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's kind of slow, which is frustrating because I don't walk this slow, but I understand. It's got to start slow.
Very slow.
I said, all right, here's the first incline. I said, okay. Incline's going up. I'm holding the bar because I don't want to fall. And it's still a little slow. It's like, because I guess I walk fast at work. And Terry tells me I walk too fast too. And then it's still kind of slow. So it's almost a little frustrating. 3 minutes. Now we go up to the next incline. So we're at the 3rd level. And it's a little quicker than I normally walk. And the lady's like, you can run if you want to or jog. I said, no, I'll just walk really fast. But I'm not ready to start jogging. Right. But I'm holding on and I'm watching my heart monitor. And it's sitting at like 120, 128, 130. She goes, all right, that's 3 minutes. We're going to go to the next level. I said, okay. So here comes the steeper. And I'm almost practically jogging. I feel like I'm kind of hopping.
Yeah.
She goes, okay. I said, it's not my breathing. It's the gravity. It's kind of pulling me backwards. She goes, well, you're not at 140 yet. You're only at 136. You need to get at 140. Like, okay. She goes, it's actually pretty good that you're not at 140, but you need to get to 140.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'm trying. Well, she goes, well, we're going to help you because we're going up one more.
Yeah.
I said, oh, good. It was already like climbing up a wall. So she goes up, and I said, Pips, 144. She goes, okay, you've hit it. You can stop anytime. You don't have to keep going. You're at a good level. I said, yeah, but if I go higher, it's better, right? Like an idiot. And she goes, sure. You go as far as you want, but if you pass out, we're going to have a hard time getting you up on that bed. I said, okay. So we never made it to the next incline. It was like 4 jumps, and I said, okay, I think I'm ready. I'm good. I was at 146. He said, all right. So he starts counting back. He puts the shot in. He throws me on the bed. Well, he kills the machine, throws me on the bed. We get the pictures real quick. And she goes, well, Mr. Jones, you got up to 154 before you got off the treadmill. She goes, that's great. She got a great reading. This, that, and the other. So you know about the Duke treadmill score? Do you know how that works?
I don't remember it. You'll have to tell me.
So from 5 plus 5 to plus 1 is a low risk of heart problems over the next 5 years. They do it on a 5-year scale.
Okay.
It's 5 to -1. From -1 to -4. No, I'm sorry. From -1 to -4 is a medium risk. I think it's something like that. I don't know. But into -11, you're at a high risk. If your score is below -11, like -12, you should probably go downstairs to the ED and see someone or get something done. So my score was a 7.
That's awesome.
I know. It shocked me too. Even my primary care saw the stress test and messaged me. He goes, hey, your stress test showed no angina and you got a 7. I could even read in his text and he was shocked. I said, I know, that's great, right?
That's great, David.
But he's on vacation. So, oh man, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic. So, yeah. But what's Terry, when I told her, she's just kind of shaking. I said, honey, you know, I make that food, but I don't always eat that food because I'm usually making it for somebody else. I don't eat all the garbage that I make and talk about. But
but you eat a lot of.
I do, but I don't eat a lot of it. That's right. I do eat it, but I don't eat a lot because I know stuff is bad because I've been around enough people that have had problems. But getting off that.
You do with. Never mind. You weren't done with your story.
I was going to say, so that was a stress test. And to be honest, I could probably do that once a month. That was really not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat to actually test myself like that. But the MRI was a different story because I've had 2 MRIs. This was the next morning.
Okay.
Both were on my knees because I've had meniscus tears, especially when I was up in Maine. And I never thought I was claustrophobic until I had to do an MRI.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you're a big fella, so that makes it even more cramped.
Well, because I'm a big fella, I have to go to certain places that have strong tables. I can't go to the little itty-bitty table at certain places. I have to go to a bigger table location. Well, guess what? The donut's not bigger. Just the table.
Just the stronger. They had to get Vaseline, put it all over your head, squeeze you in?
No. It was worse. So
it was worse
because it was my head. They put my head in this little box because it's got to be perfectly still.
Yes.
And which kind of barely fit, but it fit fine. I'm like, this is okay. I can keep my head in this. And then they gave me headphones. They said, here's headphones. What music do you want? I said, just classical is fine. I said, nothing with lyrics. I don't want any words. I just want music going in my head. She goes, hey, great. So they put these big earmuffs on. Then forced my head back into this box. And it doesn't quite hurt, but it's very uncomfortable. I said, nope. I said, no, can't do this.
No headphones.
No headphones. So I get plugs because of the noise. And then they stuff like towels, I guess, like between my head and the box just to keep me still. And I'm like, this is fine. And I knew they were going to put a cage on my face. I knew that was coming because I'd seen the videos. She brings the cage over. It's much closer to my face than the video, I guess, because that was a little child getting their face done. But they put the cage on my face.
To do with it,
yeah, and it pushes my nose like this.
Oh wow!
And she's like, "Nope, that's not going to work." She goes, "Let me take that sponge from behind your head and put a smaller sponge because it was like a pillow, I guess." Did the smaller sponge, and that was much better. The cage did not touch my face. I said, "Okay, that's fine." So they also had an IV on my arm to put a dye in there, I guess, and I was trying to keep my hands up on my stomach, keep them away. They go, here you go, honey. Just lay your hands to your side. And they put these pads halfway under me, and then for my arms to rest. I'm like, this is okay. My head's a little uncomfortable, but this is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm still nervous about going head first. I've never been head first at MRI. And I'm not sure if I'm not claustrophobic or not. So she goes, all right, are you good? Here's your bubble to squeeze. If you have a problem, squeeze that bubble. So I'm ready. And I'm very kind of stiff, but I'm just kind of uncomfortable. And she goes, all right, we're going to slide you in. As they slide me in, they taco my sides and bring my arms into with those pads. Those pads were there for my arms. They were there to force my arms up and into the MRI. So I'm squeezed into the MRI. I'm like, where's the bubble? Let me make sure I still got that bubble around. She can't hear me. I can't hear her. If I yell, she might hear me between picture taking. But I'm like, wow, how long is this going to take? I'm like, this is going to be like 45 minutes.
Oh, it takes a little while.
But I was in there the whole time. I actually sang through the whole script for that coming Sunday in my head. I did some other songs in my head. It's funny that I didn't have music, so I had to come up with something. But it was so uncomfortable. And so yeah, it was. But I made it. And in front of me is two mirrors, and they're reflecting out over my stomach. So I can look out and say, oh, I'm still breathing. That's good. And then I can also see the room where they're working. I can't see them, but I could see when she stood up. And when she stood up, it was wonderful. So she slid me out and took it off. And she's like, hold on, I'll help you up. I said, nope, I'm getting up on my own. Get the mask off and I'll get up myself. So I had to sit up, and I said, so I guess I'm not claustrophobic. She goes, no, you are definitely not claustrophobic because you were in there for a long time and head first, and I could see the tunnel. And it's weird because, to be honest, being inside the tunnel wasn't as bad as almost being in the tunnel. It's weird. Just being on the outside, it was harder to take. I didn't want to look at it. Being inside really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So
they're really loud.
It is loud, and I did have little earplugs in, but that didn't bother me. It was the positioning and the tightness of being in the donut that was crazy.
Yeah.
But so I get outside in the waiting room, and I walk up to Terry, and I looked at her and I said, I think they messed up my hair. She's like, I think they messed up your face because your face is really red. I said, well, yeah, it's been squeezed for like 45 minutes. I said, let's go to Chick-fil-A. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
So that was the end of that.
Did you get those results?
I've already got them. They told me that I've got a possible lesion or non-cancerous tumor on my pituitary gland.
Really?
It's just blocking that from performing its function. It's but it's non-cancerous, but it is kind of rare. It's called a prolactinodoma, I think. But yeah, so it's medicinal treated. You can do radiation or surgical, but I don't think the internal med wants to do that. She wants to try medicinal.
Well, if it's not, I mean, why go invasive if
no pain, nothing like that. Yeah.
Why did they do the MRI? I don't remember.
Because my levels were off. Some of my odd levels. Yeah.
Some of your
otherwise I'm fine. But my
levels?
My what?
Your iron levels?
No, it was some other levels that the blood was showing. Like this is odd. Let's find out. And then when you took those level readings and went to one place, it came up to the pituitary gland.
Gotcha.
So they went, which I had no idea where it even was. And then when I heard it was behind my nose, I'm like, oh, that's not going to be good. Yeah. But I can't wait to see my doc because he was so shocked by my stress test. I'm going to say, see, I'm still the healthiest fat guy you know.
Yeah.
That's my title.
You've told me that several times. I think it's great. It's like in the movie The Santa Claus. He's like, everything's great. You're just fat. You got to stop eating the stuff. And he's like,
he's in the milk.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just, I woke up like this. Oh, man. I didn't watch a whole lot of Christmas movies. Did you?
We introduced the kids to Die Hard. And I think we didn't really either. We played a lot of games.
You introduced them to Die Hard?
They had not. Gracie and Davis had not seen Die Hard. It was right before Bailey got here, so we're going to watch it with her, but we didn't. But we're like gamers like y'all. We like to play games.
We played more games than we did watching. Yeah. Did they like it, Die Hard?
Oh yeah. Loved it. They want to see the next one.
Well, I don't know about the next one. I don't think I've seen any of the sequels.
Really?
Yeah.
They're pretty good. There's one or two. They're not that great, but yeah, they're good. They're okay. They're popcorn movies. But Gracie wanted to see it because of Alan Rickman. He's from Harry Potter.
Yeah, the one who recently passed away.
Yes.
He plays the bad guy.
Yes.
When that reaction when he drops is a real reaction.
Yeah, I got to tell them that afterwards. That was cool.
He did not want them to drop him.
That was from our deep dive podcast into Die Hard.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we did that with was it the Giant Ninja?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Will
the Giant Ninja. Golly, good memories. Good memories, my friend. Good memories. Oh, I'm tired. I haven't had a lot of sleep. I watched the grandkids last night while they went to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
What'd they go see?
The new Avatar.
Yeah. Which
I haven't seen.
I haven't either.
I've seen the first one, but I don't remember seeing it.
Really?
Yeah. All I know about Avatar is it's blue people. I don't know why I supposedly have seen this movie. I don't know.
Do you want to see the new one?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the old one that I remember.
That's what happens at our age. You should watch the old one first.
Yeah. Well, Joshua said that the new one is definitely a see in the theater one.
Yeah.
Not to wait.
Yeah, the first one was like that too. I really enjoyed it in the theater.
So, of course, it won't be 3D if I watch it.
Mm-mm.
The old one. So, well, man, I'm kind of tired, and I don't have anything to bring up tonight.
What?
I didn't come prepared with anything. Well, we have your Christmas stuff, and we had your health stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't roll on the floor laughing tonight, but I enjoyed talking with you about it.
Well, I got one more thing before I let you go, though.
Good.
Appreciate it. It's a quickie, but I know we're not covering a lot of TV shows or anything tonight. But one show, Terry and I rarely stop watching a series because if we like the trailer enough, we'll get hooked on it and we'll want to find out, at least do a season. So we'll try a full season at least. But there's a show recently we tried watching on Netflix. It's called The Recruit. And I don't know if it's a play off the Al Pacino movie or not, but it doesn't know if it wants to be funny or serious. It tries to look serious, but it tries to be funny at times, and it's really not. And even Terry beat me to it when she said, I don't think I really care what happens in this show anymore. I said, good, because I don't either.
I believe Connie said the same thing.
Oh, but the same show?
We've seen 2 episodes, and we're not going to watch anymore.
We stopped halfway through the second episode.
Did you really?
So you might remember then what I'm going to say when he got dumped on because he was a new guy. He got all the cold case, all the weird files.
Yeah.
Did you catch one of the documents he had to read?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I thought of you so much when I saw it. He gets all the conspiracy emails, all the crazy voicemails. One of the documents he read was entitled Birdgate.
No.
Yes.
That's a real thing.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, that's real. That's real.
Yeah. That show had so much potential,
It did. But I didn't like his coworkers. I didn't like how some of the stuff was. And some of the stuff was so far-fetched. Even in the first episode, I'm like, seriously? He got all the way over there and didn't know what he was doing? No,
And would his coworkers really set him up in a position where he could have been killed?
Continually. It's like they set him up multiple times. I didn't care for that.
Maybe I'm too ignorant, but I don't think that's so cutthroat that you get a new guy on and the way you haze him is send him out with the blue passport so he could get deposed.
Now, maybe if either one of us watched it to the end, we'd know that there were probably spies there to get him killed anyway.
Someone's going to email us.
But then I didn't like the conference table where they said, how's your thing going? My thing's going good. I got to talk to so-and-so. Okay, well, how's your thing going? My thing's not going good. I haven't heard from anybody, and I really need to go visit so-and-so. Like, really, that's not how they have meetings.
And I think that was an effort at being funny. And you're right. It didn't have enough funny moments to make it funny, if that makes sense. It's like the serious moments weren't serious enough, and the funny moments weren't funny enough or often enough.
Yeah.
Some things I laughed at.
Yeah.
But then it was like, well, it's been a long time since they've made me laugh. So was I not supposed to laugh? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then they give you some serious characters that you kind of like, okay, where's this character going? I'm like, wait a minute, why'd that go that way? That makes no sense. Yeah. It just lost me.
Yeah, I don't like it when a show avoids like obvious things that would have really happened to progress their storyline.
Yeah.
And I feel like that happened sometimes in there. You're like, really, she's going to go right to pulling out a fingernail, and really he wouldn't have already mentioned why he's there before. It's stuff like that really start to get me.
You'd send a coworker into that spot knowing they're going to get tortured without calling for it. Yeah. There's some stuff I'll let pass. We've watched, like y'all, too many really good shows about stuff like that to watch something that's stupid.
It looked so promising.
It did. We saw the trailer. I'm like, I'd watch that.
Yeah. And I started watching the movie Menu on HBO Max. Have you watched it?
No, but I want to.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through, and I cannot wait to finish it. It is. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
Are we talking TV now? Because I didn't think we were going to talk TV.
I did mention the TV, yeah. So what else we got?
We've started watching Marco Polo. It's been on Netflix for years.
What the heck is that?
It's about Marco Polo, the explorer.
Show?
No, it's back in the days of the grandson of Genghis Khan. So, about the Mongolian stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's good. It's not bad. It's one of those where they got people that are almost right for the part to play the parts.
Oh, yeah.
But some of them are good. But the story is kind of interesting to watch.
How old is the show?
I want to say 2014 to 2016.
Oh, okay. So it's not too old.
It's not too old.
Like it was made whenever TV was getting better.
Yeah, and it's not a comedy at all.
Well, no, I didn't think it would be.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah.
Connie's really into these Asian dramas. So like I walk in there and I don't know that she's even watching TV because she has the thing turned down and just reading all the subtitles.
Are they Korean movies?
Yeah. Is that not the same thing?
That's what my mom is addicted to now. That's all she watches are the Korean.
Yeah. She's always watching them. I don't know.
I can't. Because whenever
many of them that I'm starting to recognize repeat actors. Yes. It's like I just walk in the room and I'm like, hey, I recognize him.
That's the guy that was in that other one with that lady.
Like, that's a different show. That's a different one.
I saw. I almost sent you a meme I saw the other day where it had all these people at this computer and they look like NASA scientists and stuff, and it said it's one of those hot off the press. Hallmark is coming up with a second movie plot.
No. That's oh man. We watched. I don't think it was a Hallmark. I think it was a Netflix, and it had what was her name? Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. So she's probably in her 50s now, maybe 40.
Could be.
I don't know, but she was in it. It was just so silly, and I just barely made it through it. In fact, I think it was one of those things where, Dwaine, we're watching a movie together. Don't go to bed. And I was like, I hate this movie.
Oh, I pull out the iPad.
Yeah. So I pull something out, and she's like, we're supposed to be watching a movie. Like, I hate this movie.
But I think I know what you're talking about because I saw the cover and passed. I don't even want to see anything with her in it. But the only thing it's not like I don't mind, but I actually enjoy are the period pieces. I watch that, and I know you do too. You watch some of those too.
Have you watched The Witching? My son says it's really good. I haven't watched
The Witcher.
The Witcher, yeah.
Yeah, with Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
we've seen both seasons. Terry and I both did. We liked it.
Yeah,
that was good.
The title makes it sound like I shouldn't be watching it, but it apparently is not really.
It's like a Hansel and Gretel type.
Yeah, or a Harry Potter type of thing.
Yeah, it's not too dark, but it was interesting. It had some good characters in it, good stuff in it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, all right, man. We've been talking for 40 minutes, and that's about as long as we go on these podcast episodes. So next time I'll try to have something.
Yeah, really. Let's don't have a year of you not having anything.
Well, I know. Well, we had a tornado watch today, so that's my excuse.
Gotcha.
It's like all the schools closed down at like
on the first day back.
Yeah, everything closes down the first day back. Not us. I mean, we didn't really. I told my staff, if you need to go home, you can go home. So I had one guy that went home, and he had a valid reason to go home.
Yeah.
But like they made Connie come home from school. She's like, I don't need to come home from school. This is a very safe place to be if there's a tornado, because it's like protected and everything. I go home, I got a closet, and but they made her leave.
Wow.
They said, you are not allowed to stay here. Go. Well, they didn't? Okay. Well, they strongly suggested that she leave. She wouldn't have gotten in trouble or anything, but
yeah.
But then all it ended up, you know how weather is. All these threats, and it could have been terrible, and I'm sure it was terrible somewhere. But around here, it just really rained hard and some high winds, like really high. So there were some trees knocked down and stuff. But man, when you have thunderstorms and it's warm outside, that's when you get a little worried. So that's tornado.
Speaking of that, and I think you might have been colder than us, but we were in the teens for like a week before Christmas. I don't remember the teens. I don't remember being in the 12s and the 16s. And I think you were going through your heating problem.
I can't believe I didn't talk about that tonight. We'll have to talk about that next week. But
how cold did it get down there?
It got down to wind chill was like -12, I think.
Wow.
And it was like 4 degrees.
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, and it was below 10 for a couple of days and in the teens for another day.
Ooh.
Least.
Wow.
It was rough. And we had no heating for 2 days. So it got really cold. Really cold. All right, man. I enjoyed talking with you. Got other stuff to talk to you about off the podcast, so off the air. So that'll be fun. All right, man. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. See you later.
See ya.